What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Brandon Tyler Real Estate Show. I'm your man, Brandon Tyler, your go-to for all things real estate. And on today's Wednesday word of the day, I wanted to bring you guys outside for a little education, all right? So to give you an idea of where I'm in beautiful Shorewood, Wisconsin, right off of Lake Drive, okay, looking over beautiful Lake Michigan. I mean, you just can't get any better than that. This is a place that I come to recharge my batteries, to reflect, to release, and just to kind of get all my ducks in order, okay? And I feel like this is the same place that other people do that same thing. So I thought it was an awesome place to give you a quick little education on some real estate terminology and to get out during this 2-week quarantine that we've been in thus far, okay? It's been gloomy, rainy, snowy, at least in southeast Wisconsin here, and finally we're getting a good day to be able to just get out, breathe some fresh air, see other people, right? Not too close, but see other people and just know that things are still all right, right? So on today's Wednesday word of the day, we're gonna cover binding acceptance real quickly, okay? And binding acceptance, all that is just a formalization between you and another party, okay? Receiving identical copies of paperwork or the agreement, okay? And bringing you guys both together, and you guys now know that you are under contract, okay? That's a layman's term. So I'm gonna give you 2 scenarios real quick of where binding acceptance happens within a real estate transaction, okay? Coming from the buyer's perspective. So when you finally lock in a real estate agent, okay, and a few weeks ago we talked about buyer agency. So when you take that buyer agency agreement, okay, and that real estate professional signs on the dotted line and he gives the copy to you and you sign on the dotted line, okay, and then you receive an identical copy, you are now in binding acceptance, okay? You are under contract with that real estate professional for him or her to work on your behalf with your best interest, to negotiate and give you advice, okay? So let's look at it like if you were doing it via email, okay? Because that's really where it comes in. So if I'm the real estate professional and I sign that buyer agency agreement and I deliver it to you via email, okay? And you sign it, you have accepted it. However, we're not binding yet because I don't know that you have accepted it. Until you sign it and deliver me a copy, okay, we are now in binding acceptance, okay, because we both have the same agreement, we see it formalized, we see both signatures on it, and we see that we are now working together, okay? So that's the first scenario. The second scenario is when you go to put an offer in on a home, okay? So you put the offer together, you sign on the dotted line and you deliver it over to the sellers, okay? And at that time, they're going to review your offer and say, hey, all the terms look good, the price looks good, the home inspection time is good, financing, all that stuff is good, right? So those sellers, they're gonna sign on the dotted line. They've accepted your offer. However, you are not in binding acceptance, okay? So you as a buyer, you don't know that they have accepted your offer until they deliver you that identical copy, okay, with both parties' signatures on is agreeing to the terms. And then boom, at that time, when you receive that identical copy, you are in binding acceptance, okay? So like I said, binding acceptance is just the formalization of an agreement. Now that is a super easy term, and maybe you're like, you know, Brandon, this is something that's so simple. Like, why are you even teaching at this? Like, obviously, you know, when both parties sign on the dotted line and you get the contract, obviously that you know you're in binding acceptance or binding contract with that other party. But we run into it a lot, okay, during the real estate transaction where it might be a multiple counter situation, or a buyer is so excited that they put their offer in and they're like, yeah, I'm buying the house, we're just about good to go. Or I tell my buyer, I say, hey, yep, they're going to accept your offer. Well, then you go out and say, yep, we've got an accepted offer on a house. However, you don't have a binding accepted offer yet, okay? It's not fully accepted until you get that identical copy with both parties' signatures on it, and now you're in binding acceptance, okay? So yes, it's simple, but at the same time, it could get confusing, you know, if you're not fully aware of the whole situation. So that's why I wanted to quickly break that down, okay? So thank you again for watching another episode of the Brandon Tyler Real Estate Show. It's simple terminology here on Wednesday's Word of the Day, but it's all vital and essential, okay? So now I just want to segue into Friday real quick because I'm going to change things up. So typically we've been doing a Friday feel good Friday where we're spending out good vibes, but I want to switch that up, okay? Because I'm always going to deliver you good vibes, but I want to continue to deliver vital real estate information. So I'm switching Fridays from Feel Good Fridays to Financing Fridays, okay, where I'm just going to give you a quick idea of where interest rates are looking at in the markets, okay, based off of another platform, okay? Nothing that I'm putting together because I'm not a mortgage lender, but I want you to be all in tune with all aspects of the real estate transaction. And as you get going, that way you have a full understanding, okay, of where you stand. So thank you again for joining me on another episode of the Brandon Tyler Real Estate Show. You'll see me on Friday for Friday's Finances. And you know what? You guys need to get outside and enjoy this. It don't get much better than this. So please step outside, enjoy the fresh air, and check with me in on Friday. Have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.